Oh my God, I'm so glad it's Friday. It's been one of those crazy busy days today. It's been a long week, a busy week, and it did go by fast, so that's never a bad thing. So welcome to the weekend, you guys. My name is April. This is the Lily Pad podcast. I have a few friends that are coming over, hopefully any minute now. Chris and Erin will be here. We're going to order pizza or subs or both. I don't know yet, but we're going to have some fun tonight. It's one of those spontaneous shows. Wasn't planned originally, but, via a few text messages. And we have a night planned. So, don't go anywhere. It's going to be fun tonight. I can only imagine what the three of us are going to talk about. It usually turns into something pretty colorful. So, we'll be back on the Lily Pad. And welcome back to the show. This is the Lily Pad podcast. So I mentioned not too long ago that I had some friends coming over. Sitting in front of me in no particular order, we have Erin. Hi, Erin.
Hi, April. Hello, everyone.
And we have Chris.
Yeah, what's up?
Hi. So thanks for coming down to the April Cave.
Thanks for having us.
We literally just gorged on like massive amounts of food.
We did.
Although, Chris, you did pretty healthy. He had the salad with the tuna on it.
Oh, so good.
I had, 3/4 of my sandwich and a couple slices of pizza. And you had your chicken finger dinner. All of those of you are probably drooling right now because, it's a Friday night, so why cook? So we ordered takeout. And now we're down here in the cave, and we have no idea what we want to talk about. But
it's going to be fun. It
is going to be fun. So I haven't seen you guys in a while. You haven't been here in a while. How was your New Year? So we'll start with that. Did you guys do anything exciting, or did you guys just chill out?
We actually stayed up past midnight. That usually we don't.
You did?
Yeah, we didn't go to bed till like 3:30.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even last that long. I think I went to bed right after midnight.
Yeah, that is the longest
Literally.
I've stayed up on. Usually I don't even see midnight.
Oh, you don't?
No.
I remember the days when I used to be out to a party, and usually would stay where I went.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that this year, but we just relaxed. It was kind of a very low key.
Yes, ours was too for the most part. We went to a family friend's house, and there's supposed to be a big party, and then no one showed up except for us.
Well, you guys are the party.
Yeah. No, we still had a good time. There was tons of food, tons of booze.
See, it's a win-win right there.
Yeah, we had a really good time.
You didn't have to share with anybody.
It was very nice.
Yeah, it was good. I had a lot of alcohol.
You?
Yeah, I did.
No.
Oh, yeah. It was a good night.
I've seen you many a time in the bag, my friend.
Yes.
We have a lot of memories, but we haven't really partied together in quite some time, but, you know.
No, it's been a while. I mean, it's also winter. I feel like we party more in the summer.
This happens to me all the time, and yet, once again, it's nothing important. It's never anything good.
It's never is.
No, like I said, I hung out with friends. I think we did we do takeout? I think we did. And then we just watched TV and, had some drinkies.
Oh,
and, went to bed right after midnight because I'm an animal, But I'm old. I'm old now.
Did you watch the New Year's Eve show?
I did. I watched the ball drop.
What did you think of all the artists that performed? Like, what did you think? Did you think it was good, bad?
Oh, you know what? I don't think
paying attention.
I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah.
I don't think. I don't even remember who. Apparently, I wasn't paying any attention. Who were the artists?
It was like 20 or 30 different people.
Oh,
like they were recording in New York and California.
And weren't they in Miami or Florida? Didn't they have
probably
a few locations?
They had a few locations.
You know what? I think I did see some of them, but I don't really recall them. Because remember, I was drinking.
Yes.
So I wasn't paying that close of attention.
Yeah, we almost missed the ball drop because we were too busy, drinking. I was like, 40 seconds, guys. Like, time to get the champagne, hurry up.
Let's do the toast, Yeah, I think of all the people that go out, outside, to New York City or Boston, or they're out in the cold. I mean, okay, warm weather, that's totally fine. But
it was cold, though, in New York.
It was very cold. I mean, wasn't it?
They said it was really, really cold.
It was very, very cold, and I couldn't do it. I mean, The crowd in itself could be just overwhelming to begin with.
Yeah.
And then add the cold to it. But, I mean, they're troopers, man. I mean, they probably have like 15
they're out there all
layers.
day. Yeah.
Yeah, they go out like early in the morning, don't they? Just to get like that prime spot wherever it is, right in Times Square. Is that where they go?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never even been to New York, so I've never...
Oh, yeah, it was crazy. It's really crazy. It's cool to visit.
Yeah.
I personally don't think I could live there.
No, it's a lot. You like the city, that's a good place to be.
Yes. I had some girlfriends in college who went to Times Square on New Year's Eve.
Oh, jeez.
To party, and they waited in Times Square for a while, and then they had to pee because they were drinking. And, there's no public bathrooms, and it's like a gridlock. You can't move.
How do you accommodate the crowds?
I don't know because I didn't go, but they just said they went into random people's houses.
Oh, that's the way to go, I guess.
And they just joined their party.
See, now if I was a random house that someone showed up to, I'd be charging everybody $25 for a pop. You want to pee in my?
They might have been. I honestly don't know. But
that's a good way to make a second salary.
Yeah,
in one night.
I guess they ended the night partying at someone's place with cops. Like they were partying with cops.
Hey, those cops know how to party.
Yeah, I guess.
I've never partied with a cop. But
I have. It was not much of a party. I've partied with a couple cops.
Yeah.
They're pretty boring.
They're protecting and serving. Yes. They help us stay safe.
Oh, yeah.
We can't say names, but you know a few.
No names. No names, please. No
All
names.
I gotta say is we're a bunch of stiffs.
Oh,
it depends on the cop. I've known some cool cops.
Yeah. I went to a Metallica concert years ago with, I think I was in high school, with a friend and her uncle. We went up, because it was up in Amherst, and she went to UMass Amherst, and that's where the concert was, up in that area, and he was a cop. And we drove up there together, and he was fine. He was cool, but I was younger, obviously a lot younger. Mm-hmm. College days. But, not anymore. Not anymore. So now that we're really into the new year, what do you guys have any plans for the year? Are you guys doing any vacationing this year?
We actually are going on a cruise in September.
You are? Oh,
yeah.
Where are you going?
Bermuda.
The Triangle? Don't do that.
I've never left the country. I've never been on a cruise.
Cruises, I heard, are very nice, and they're quite the experience. I haven't gone on one either.
I'm excited. It's going to be a good time.
I've been on a cruise. It was good.
You liked it?
Yeah.
I've left the country once. I went to Italy.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
My cousin did that.
But one thing you'll appreciate, and one thing we did appreciate very much so when we landed in Logan, and we were walking through, to go get, do what you get to the airport, you go home. And I remember seeing the American flag, and it was the weirdest thing. It was like I'd never felt so good to be home. Because you don't miss home until you leave, you go on vacation. You're not in your own bed, you're not in your own, you come home, it's just but it was something about knowing that I was in my country again, my home country, It was just a nice feeling. It was surreal. It was great.
Makes sense.
I mean, I still had a wonderful time on my vacation. And, but you do appreciate coming home.
I bet.
And I know I did.
How long were you in Italy for?
9 days, I think it was.
Oh, that's a good time.
Yeah, it was a long time. It was a long traveling too, but it was great. A lot of walking. I lost weight when I was there. Ate like pigs, but still lost weight because we walked all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing. So are you just going to Bermuda, or are you going to be, is it like a couple of places? Is it one of those?
No, it's supposed to be just Bermuda, but we're also going during hurricane season.
Ooh.
So
yeah, September.
We might get rerouted to Canada. We're going to have to wait and see.
Like Nova Scotia up that way?
Yeah.
Oh, see, it's beautiful up there.
I heard it's beautiful, but I heard it's also kind of boring. Compared to, stuff that you can do in Bermuda,
well, yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, it's a completely different climate and culture up there.
Yeah.
But, Nova Scotia is supposedly absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah,
to check
I
out.
wouldn't mind, but we're going with the kids, and I don't think they would find Canada fun.
Well, they probably
but...
Well, they have things on the boat, though. I'm sure they can.
Oh, yeah, no, there's tons of stuff on the boat, so I'm not worried about that.
What would be a nice cruise to take? Would be an Alaskan cruise. I mean, it's cold, and you guys know how I am with the cold. I'd rather have palm trees. However,
no, me too.
Alaska is Alaska, and that's just a place to see if you have an opportunity, because it is gorgeous up there. And I love bald eagles, and they're all over the place up there.
Yeah, Chris always says that's what he wants to do, so that's on our bucket list.
Yeah.
Go see the glaciers and stuff.
Right? Yeah, the glaciers are massive.
Mm-hmm.
That picture right behind you is a glacier in Switzerland. My cousin Derek, when he used to live up there, that was a picture, or a partial glacier, because some of it's all rocks there. I have to ask him where exactly that is, but...
that's a nice picture.
Yeah, he used to live in Switzerland. He's done like an African safari and thing. Like, he's traveled. He's a pilot.
Wow.
He's all that good stuff. He's actually playing saxophone right now as we speak.
Really?
Yeah, on the other side of town. Yeah, he's talented. He's a musician. He plays piano, and he's a photographer. He does everything.
I love saxophone.
He's good at it too. He is so good. But you're awfully quiet, mister.
Oh, no, just chilling.
Just chilling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just ate the food. And I'm just
yeah, it's kind of like
yeah.
all the blood's going to the belly, and it's like, I don't want to think about talking right now. Well, this is a podcast, so that's kind of what we have to do.
Yes.
Oh, I know.
You pick a topic that you want to talk about.
Yes, go. No pressure. Wow.
Don't look at him. Let him.
Don't look. Don't if we don't look
come
at
up with some Bird Box challenge. Close your eyes.
Oh God! Did you see that movie?
No, I didn't. But I kind of know what it's about, and I've heard of the challenge. And
wait, I don't know about the challenge. I heard about the movie.
Heard? Oh God!
The Bird Box challenge. Oh God!
Have you seen the movie?
Well, no, I've heard about it, and it seems like kind of scary. Actually,
I heard. And mind you, I haven't seen this yet, so people who have seen it don't hate. But
spoiler alert. Sorry.
I've heard it's kind of like The Happening. I don't know if you've seen that one.
I haven't.
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
So in
that is not his name,
movie, pretty much like the wind killed people. Like the plants were sending out toxins, and
if you look at them, right? If you open your eyes,
yeah. So the Bird Box is like. I guess the monster in the movie, like if you look at it takes the form of your worst fear and it makes you kill yourself.
Oh, lovely.
Something along those lines.
So I won't be watching
Sandra
that
Bullock is like trying to protect her kids through this world, and they have to wear blindfolds. And so the Bird Box challenge, people are trying to do things with blindfolds on. Like driving their car and crashing into people and crossing a busy intersection.
Seriously? Seriously, people think that this is a wise thing to do?
Yeah, and people are doing it.
I so need to look this up
online. There are a lot
of
accidents going on, so I've heard, but
Let me tell you right now, if somebody hits me while I'm crossing the street because of the Bird Box...
challenge, Bird Box challenge.
Any of my family members you listen to, you are more than welcome to sue those people if they hurt me. Bird Box challenge.
So yeah, it's in my Netflix list, but I have yet to watch it.
People are doing the Bird Box challenge inspired by the Netflix movie. Oh my God.
Netflix actually had to put out a tweet telling people they have a video not to do it.
That's like I'm looking at a video here. It's Bird Box challenge, super funny, and I'm not going to play it, but it's got these two people with blindfolds on. It looks like they're walking out of a building. You know what? Honestly, if you're going to be that, I'm sorry. And I don't like calling people dumb, but there are a lot of dumb people out there. Yeah. Let me rephrase that. They make dumb choices. They make dumb decisions. Yeah. It's not saying that they're a dumb person, but they're not thinking straight. Yeah. Who in their right mind would think that would be a wise thing to try? I'm going to see if I could get to work with a blindfold on.
It's all about the likes. All about the subscribers. And
I'm all about that. I want people to like and subscribe to me, but I'm not going to... I mean, I might do some stupid stuff to get some likes, but I'm not going to do something that can put me or anybody else in harm's way. Yeah. That's just crazy.
That's not right.
No, it's not, that's just crazy. Like, I think down the road, what I'm going to do when my hair gets really long, I'm going to put it out there that I want people to tell me what they want me to do with my hair as far as color and cut.
Ooh,
because I'm growing it out, and if I can be patient enough to grow it out down to my butt and donate it again... And I'm going to color it again. I kind of want to do something funky with a color, and I might do something funky with a cut. I'm not sure yet. So I might put it out there and see if any of my listeners have any suggestions. And I may or may not take one of those suggestions. And I'm open-minded to weird stuff, too. Nothing too crazy, because I do have a job. So
yeah.
And they're pretty laid back. But, I don't want to walk in there with a mohawk that's like 4 shades of, any color. I have to have it within reason. But I'll be like, it's the Lily Podcast challenge.
I got double dog dared to do this. You don't understand.
But I do want to do like stuff like that too. I'm actually probably gonna get sooner than later cameras down here where it's gonna be videoed as well.
Fancy.
I want to do like some sort of like those cams in the car where you're just doing your thing. But I mean baby steps. Right now it's just audio and
one thing at a time.
Yeah, we're having a good time, but I think we should do something fun this year. Like we should plan like an outing somewhere.
Ooh.
Like when it gets nice out, we can go. Like, I don't know, we can go to like an amusement park or something, or... Wait, what am I kidding? I can barely walk. I don't want to go someplace that's going to make me walk. I'm that lazy. Although I have been working out, but...
You'll be fine.
I'll be fine. They'll just give me a golf cart.
It's not like we're doing the Boston Marathon.
No, but I had a friend who was here earlier this year who did run the Boston Marathon twice.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess you have to actually be considered eligible for it. Like, you can't just, can't just do it.
You either have to get in by, I think, raising money for charity.
Yeah.
Or you have to, be so fit and run so far in this amount of time.
I mean, I think it's awesome because, when I was younger, I used to play softball. That was kind of the extent of I was never a runner. I would prefer walking over running. Mm-hmm. But, anybody who can do that is, oh my God.
Yeah.
In good shape.
Miles.
But that takes a toll on you.
Mm-hmm.
That takes a toll on you. I mean, you have to really train for a long time. Some people train for years to do that.
Yeah. One guy I work with has run the marathon, and then another guy that I know through work has done it, and he's doing it again this year, actually.
Yeah.
And he tells me all about it. Like, he trains, and I think he's crazy. He runs 10 miles every day, and he's like, yeah, it's nothing. I'm like, how long does that take you? And he's just like, oh, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes. I'm like, that would take me 3 hours.
Yeah. Take me more like a day.
On a good day, But hey, more power to him. I mean, it's amazing what people can do with their bodies when they push themselves to their limits. And it's really cool to see.
You know what's amazing when you can see people do on the Cirque du Soleil?
God, I love that.
Do you like that, Chris?
Yeah, we've seen it when we went to Florida.
Oh, you see it live?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that the only time?
Yeah.
I saw it a couple times up here.
Was it good?
It was fantastic. This is how lame I am. I texted my mother just now and asked her to bring my water down.
Wow.
The meatloaf! Mom! Meatloaf!
Hi, Mom.
She's so good to you.
She is so nice.
Hello.
I'm so horrible.
See what she makes me do.
It's terrible.
Ma, you should have a seat and talk to us for a little while.
What'd you say?
Well, Erin said you should charge me for doing...
Where's our tip, April?
Try.
You said you tip good. Where's our tip?
All right, so let me see if this is going to do it. Since I came down.
So Mom's been having technical difficulties with her cell phone.
Okay, so...
Oh, that's just because your phone is locked. That's all.
But I don't lock it.
Tell Siri to unlock it.
Locks when you don't use it for a while.
Tell Siri to unlock it for you.
Siri will do anything you ask her.
Oh my God, that's right.
She's
I don't need you. I got Siri.
She's hitting me, everybody. She just smacked me twice.
Thank you.
Mom, why don't you have a seat and Mom, why don't you sit on the couch?
No, I'm going to bed.
Oh, come on.
I'm going to go to bed and read.
All right.
Try.
It's a good way to fall asleep. Yeah.
First page. Out.
That's the secret.
Love you guys.
Love you. Have a good
Love you,
night.
Mama.
Sharing fun night with me.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Maybe you should keep it on low tonight because it's cold, huh?
Oh, the heat. Yeah, I'll do that.
Low. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks for playing.
Oh, I love playing.
That was my mother, everybody. Mom has left the bill. No, I don't want to say that. That's
Another month, April.
the what?
It's all going to look different.
Oh, yeah, we're going to do some reconstruction.
We're going to have carpeting put down all the stairs.
Oh,
We're very excited about this.
I just got to get my son over here to paint, but if he doesn't come this week to paint, I'm doing it. Me.
Girl
All right.
power.
Don't let me do it or anything.
Why?
Why can you do anything, Mom?
I'm 75.
Say it louder. Say it louder.
I'm 75 years old. I can do anything I want.
Say it loud and say it proud.
Night.
You know, she says, you know, your brother can come over. I'm like, oh, I could. I mean, I live here.
She didn't even ask you for help.
Well, She actually does, but there's some things that she likes. My brother likes to do, or she's like, no, let Michael do it. Let him help out.
That's what men are there for.
Well, before Mom she kills me. She's so funny because back in the day, she would always say to me, well, if you were here long enough, I'd have you do it. Because this was before when I used to go out all the time. And I told her, I said, Mom, I don't go out anymore. I'm always here. But she's like, oh, I asked your brother to do it. I'm like, okay. He lives in New Hampshire, but I'm like right here. But Mike's going to paint, and then we're putting like wall-to-wall carpeting on the stairs. Kind of like giving really the staircase. Yeah, we're doing like little projects. And then down here is going to be a major project for me one day. If I can... get the right plan. And you need money, because this would be a huge equity. Because this is a huge space down here that I don't think we're utilizing the best we can, but we're trying to get a lot of stuff out. Kind of like purging stuff. We're not doing too bad right now, but it's just one of those things where I think I'm probably going to be in this house for a long time. That's why I still live here. Yeah. I could easily move out if I really wanted to, but it's why pay somebody else money when I can put it into the house that I'm going to be in anyway?
Yeah.
And
makes sense.
She and I, like, we know we're mom and daughter, but we're kind of like roommates. Like, she has more of a life than I do. I mean, she has a boyfriend.
They're so cute.
I like calling him a boyfriend, but he's such a nice guy. They go and do stuff, and, they see each other all the time. He comes over on Sundays for dinner, and sometimes they'll go out, or he'll come here and they'll watch a movie or the game, Oh, my God, I know.
Yeah, go Patriots.
Oh, my God. I know Chris is going to be even more quiet than he is because he does not like the Patriots, everybody.
Nope.
Chris, who do you like?
Dallas Cowboys.
And are they in the Super Bowl? No. I'm sorry.
They did better this year than last year.
Yeah.
Keep laughing. Once Brady's gone.
Oh, my God.
You Patriots fans are going to be back into a 30-year slump.
Well,
that's why we're enjoying it now.
Go back to the
But you know what happens?
days.
You get your teams, and they'll go into a slump, and then you have some that'll have the, so eventually, if Brady does retire, you never know what can happen.
Can't always be on top. You just got to enjoy it when you
Got to be on the bottom once in a while. Both sides are fun, if you ask me. Oh, wait, did I just take a turn? I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, me neither.
But yeah, so I'm actually ready for the Super Bowl. But I mean, we could keep it on the gutter round if you guys want to talk gutter talk. We'll keep it clean tonight.
I don't care. What? I'm game for whatever. Chris, you need to talk. You haven't talked.
Yeah, you haven't talked too much. So say something. Say something.
You're making us girls look bad.
No,
he couldn't. We could never look bad, regardless. But go ahead, you can talk, Chris. You may proceed. No, so how are things actually with you anyway? Like, as a whole?
Things are good.
Yeah? Work is good and busy, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we're really busy at work.
So I'm also...
I know what you can talk about.
What?
Tell us some interesting, crazy locksmith stories.
Ooh, yes. So, before we go any further, Chris, you are a locksmith, have been for years. And before we go any further, you got any skeleton keys I can have?
They're at the shop.
So that's a yes.
Yes.
Any that I could have?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
They're just there for decoration at this point.
Love skeleton
They're
keys.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you have any crazy locksmith stories? Well, you wouldn't think that there would be, but I mean,
oh, it's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, some people wouldn't think the locksmith career it would be interesting at all, but I think it is.
Yeah.
You get into stuff that most people can't. If you think about it, right?
Yeah, no, like I had a call one day. I had to go out to a lady that was locked out of her car in the Walmart parking lot. And I show up there and I usually walk around the car, make sure like the keys aren't under the ground, under the car or a tire or anything.
Yeah.
That they might have dropped. So this lady calls up freaking out. She says, "Oh my God, I'm locked out of my vehicle. I need you to come down." I'm like, okay, so I go down there. Mm-hmm. I walk over to the car. I walk over to the passenger side door. I pull her keys out and hand them to her.
Oh,
I go, "Here you go. That'll be $75."
Oh my God!
And she got all mad and upset. She's like, "Why are you charging me?" I'm like, "I got you in your car."
You accomplished the job that you needed.
Yeah. There's all kinds.
Yeah.
You got the heartache stories where you do the evictions.
Yeah.
In like the middle of winter where somebody's renting out a house. and there's nobody home, and it's 45 degrees in the house, and a 7-year-old answers the door with no parent home.
Oh, my God.
You know, you got the sheriff there. It's all legal.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You know, so... And the kid goes, oh, no, I'm used to this. You know.
Oh.
So it's like, yeah. That part sucks.
I think one time here at this house, I locked myself out. I wasn't alone. I was seeing someone at the time. And Mom was out, I think, for about an hour. And it was cold. And I think I had left the keys in the car. I don't remember what happened, but the keys were not accessible. And then I couldn't find the spare key. And so I was sitting on the porch. You know, it could have easily, you know, tried to go to a neighbor's house. No, I didn't. Sat in the porch, waited for an hour, froze took us off. Finally, she comes home. She's like, why didn't you do this? I'm like, I didn't have it. I think my phone was with the keys, so I couldn't even text her or anything. But it's not a good feeling locking yourself out of anything, because you don't realize how important your keys are until you can't find them. Mm-hmm. And when I usually put them right in my bag, right when I'm done with using them, because if they're not in there, then I start to panic, and then I'll start swearing, and I usually find them when I start swearing. Like, where the, you know, and then all of a sudden, oh, there they are, you know. But other than that, I try not to lock myself out, but a lot of people, I guess, would probably be the car is a big one.
Yeah, the cars and houses. You know, in the rush in the morning with the kids, and shut the door and your pocketbook's inside with your keys, and it happens. Now,
this was, my dad was still alive. It was a long time ago. We were living at the house down at the corner of the street here. And Mom and Dad were going away for a weekend, and so Mom says, you know, be careful this weekend. I had a dream. And I'm like, oh, don't say that. So Mike was at work. He was working at a bank, and I was letting the dog out. The door shut behind me by accident. Now, it was a mild day. It was on the warmer side, and I think I only had socks on. Well, let me rephrase that. I had clothes, too, but I had socks on, meant for, like, shoes. I wasn't out there naked or anything. So I was like, oh. And I'm like, I can't get in. I have the dog. He's a little Pomeranian poodle, so he was like a lap dog. So I went across the street to the neighbors, and I said, can you take me to said bank where Mike was working? So I had to go all the way to the bank and get Mike's keys. And I said to Mom, I said, next time, don't tell me when you have a dream. I said, I think you jinxed it when you said that. I said, just say, have a good weekend. We'll see you on Sunday. But that was like, you know, it was a little nerve-wracking. But I was in high school. I didn't care. Mom and Dad were away for the weekend, and I had the house to myself. So I'm just like, I had to get back in the house. So that wasn't too bad. But it was a monkey wrench in my schedule, of course. But but no, other than that, things are good with life. You know, it's been really busy. The podcast has been going pretty well. I mean, I still don't have a listener base, which is fine. I think maybe 10 people listen, but I want to do a lot of scheduling. So I would like to have some sports discussion, and I think maybe having you and Chris, and then maybe having a couple of Pats fans in here, something like that. Maybe you guys can have at it. Would be kind of cool. Talk some sports, you know. Going to be doing more ladies' lounge on Saturdays coming up. I have actually. I'll even show you. I'm a nerd. I bought this really pretty fuchsia notebook.
Ooh, I like that.
And I mentioned this in my last little blurb, but I'm going to be doing I'm going to be talking about lifeguards, photography. I want to do some live music down here. Obviously not like full band because it's not a big space, but you know, like acoustic guitar, or my cousin with the saxophone. I'm going to talk about acupuncture. I'm going to have one about beer. A few people that I know are going to come over, and one of them brews beer. Oh, so we can talk about the whole brewing process, which will be interesting. So hopefully that's going to come to play. And a lot of other fun things are going to come down. And I'm going to start trying to go on the road, like doing like, you know, kind of like Lily Pad podcast, you know, on the go type of thing. But I have to become mobile for that.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit harder.
That's going to be awkward. I mean, I can technically do a podcast on my phone, but the sound quality is kind of, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not that I have the best sound quality now, but I mean, at least I have the equipment where I can, you know, finagle levels and tweak things and this and that. But other than that, you know, it's just been a nice start to 2019. It was a great 2018. I have a vacation planned too. I'm going to Punta Cana. I'm not going to say when though. But it's a girls' trip. It's a girls' trip, and that's going to be insane, and it's going to be epic.
I've heard a lot of good things about Punta Cana.
Yeah, and we're going to go to the Hard Rock Resort.
Oh, I didn't even know they had one.
An all-inclusive. Hells yeah. It's going to be fun. I'm going to actually drink down there. I'm going to get a floaty for the pool.
Ooh.
And it's going to have one of those little cover thingies, so in case I'm getting too much sun, because you guys know how pale I am. I have to actually start tanning. I need to get a head start on that because I'm really bad. I got like 3rd-degree burns at the Cape.
I remember that. That was painful to see. Let alone having it. It was. It looked horrible.
It was
like someone
horrible.
threw like a pot of boiling water on you.
Did you guys get that visual? Because that's exactly what I looked like.
Oh my god, I felt so
I
bad.
was as red as a lobster in that lampshade.
Like boiled.
And I had blisters.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, Erin, if you to really look like
I don't
in the
know how
bathroom
you
with, like,
wore clothes.
I didn't.
Don't.
I
you
did.
tried not to, but
I
like,
did.
yeah,
I couldn't wear a bra.
Oh no.
Let me phrase that. I wore because I wear the little sports bras, but I had to take the shoulder part off and wear it like as like a tube top type of thing.
Yeah.
And that was killing me. Like when I went to sleep.
Oh yeah, that's the worst.
Can I just tell you, like, you guys already know that I'm hot anyway, and I always sleep with 2 fans on. Well, not only was I sleeping with my fans on, I had no shirt on, and I would get kind of like one of the wash towels that's like kind of like the rectangle, not the big towel, not the washcloth,
like a hand
almost
towel.
almost like a dish towel that kind of that size, enough to cover your chest area. I would wet it, I would soak it, then I would squeeze it out, and I would lay that wet towel, that moist towel. Chris doesn't like that word.
Don't talk to me.
A lot of people don't like that
I know.
word.
Well, look at it this way. When I hear the word moist, I usually think of cake.
Yeah, I think of
cake.
food.
Like, this
I don't
cake
think,
is so moist.
Like, I know people think of, like, gross bodily functions and whatever. I think of, like, delicious food.
I think of
Or,
cake.
like, weather-wise. Like, there's a lot of moisture in
All
the
right,
air
can you stop
today.
saying the word? Like,
Okay,
Moist.
moving on.
This is moist. It's so wonderful. Anyway, back to the towel. So the towel was not dry.
was wet.
She wrung it out.
I wrung it out so that it was not soaking wet, but not dry. It was the M word. Mm-hmm. And I literally had it on me, my bare skin, with no blankets on me and the fan. I was not cold. That's how burnt I was.
Yeah,
and then
that's
because the other thing was too, is when you get burnt, and like I couldn't even imagine what an actual burn victim feels like. Because when you start to heal, your skin gets real tight. So, I mean, I was like, where your straps are, right? And in the cleavage area and right underneath. So especially in the right between the breasts, the boobs, whatever you want to call them. You don't want that splitting on you because the skin is so tight from being burnt. So I had to like always I was literally spritzing myself when I was at work. I would be like spritzing just to keep the skin from cracking and being too, I'm sorry, I have to say it. I had to keep the skin moist.
You have to like douse yourself in aloe vera lotion,
and even
or gel,
but
or
you have to
whatever.
even be careful with that because lotions and certain things you don't want to put. But aloe, like the actual aloe vera, helped out a lot. But if you were to look at me in like the bathroom light, like it's so faint, but you can see where it's slightly scarred.
Oh, geez.
And I said, I am not getting that burnt. Because if I get that burnt down there, I am screwed. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to start tanning in February, even if it's just like once a week, just to kind of get a little bit of a base.
Yeah.
And I'm going to bring SPF 7,500 with me down there.
Yes.
And I'm going to wear covers. Like, I'm not going down there to get a tan. It's going to happen, but I'm not going down. I'm going down there to swim. I'm going down there to have some fun, drink a little bit. But I'm going to be in the sun an awful lot, so... But I'm going to bring my big hat and my cover up and stuff. But I'm going to have my little floaty, and I'm going to get a selfie stick. I'm going to suck it up and get a selfie stick, and I'm going to take the little picture with the drink and be like, "Hey, wish you were here, but not really."
I love that. That would be cute.
Send it to people. You
have to.
I've wanted to do a trip like this pretty much my entire life. I've always wanted to do. You've known me for how long, Chris? Since before I was 30, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I was, 27, 28 when I met you?
How much older are you than me?
a decade.
Yeah, because we were hanging out before I could drink.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I was like...
You were like 20.
Yeah. 20, yeah. Because I had to wait a whole year while you fuckers drank all the time.
Yeah, that was... Oh, my God. And you're going to be how old now?
I'm going to be 37.
37. It seems like it's been longer than 17 years, though.
I know.
Feels like I've known you forever. No. But see, so, I mean... I've been talking about taking a trip like this since I've known you.
Yep.
So at least at minimum 17 years.
I want to do a girls' trip somewhere someday too.
This worked out really, really good, and it's you know what I think is nice about, and I'm not saying this to down young people at all by any means, but the mindset is different when you're in 20s, 30s, and your 40s, and I think all of us except one of the girls. I think one of the girls, she's like 37, 38 maybe, or 36. Like, she's in her late 30s, but she's not 40 yet, but the rest of us are all in our 40s. And what's nice about the group of girls that are going is we're not about, like, the drama and the bull crap that surrounds. It's like we're not attention getters. We're not going to be... It's not going to be a setting where, oh, I'm going to get mad if you don't want to do this with us. Mm-hmm. Like, we already have the understanding that this place is ginormous. If you want to spend a day on your own, we'll see you at lunch or we'll see you at dinner. Just make sure we know where each other is. If you don't want to do an excursion, you want to stay here. No one's going to go around fighting or anything like that. It's not like that at all, but it's just we all want to just have fun, swim up to the bar and have a drink. Or float up to the bar. So it's going to be nice, but I mean, you know, we are going to party a little bit because there are going to be some foam parties at this place, and I'm going to be right smack in the middle. You know it. I am so going to be there. I'm going to be in a foam party.
Have you ever been to a float-up bar?
Nope.
So we went to a water park in Texas.
Yeah.
And, Schlitterbahn.
Yeah.
It's called Schlitterbahn. Weird name, but it's, like, super popular down there.
I like the name.
Yes. It's super popular down there, and it's like water country on steroids.
Ooh, okay.
It's pretty cool. And they had a swim up bar, and I was like, oh, this is kind of lame, but like the water was really deep, so you actually swam up to your seat. And it was we just hung out there for like an hour. It was the best. It was amazing. I was like, I could have this in my backyard and be happy.
Yeah, I mean it's nice, and I think the place we're going to is, from what I was told, Bridget always looks online, but I think she said that they're building a water park over there.
Oh, nice.
This place is so big you have to rent a golf cart to get from one side to the other. And I'm like, all right, well, that works. You know, some of us will walk, some of us will drive.
Drunk golf cart driving.
I said to the girls we should bring a bunch of LED lights and just like bling it out and put stuff on it so we know which one's ours.
Not a bad idea.
We're going to have like we'll put a speaker on it and just drive around. But I mean, I think music plays all the time over there. I'm not sure.
How long are you going for?
A week.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we're going for a week. I'm so... It still really hasn't hit me yet. Like, I have my passport, and I was going to do the TSA pre-check global entry appointment, but because of the shutdown, it got canceled. I'm like, whatever, it's fine. I mean, I lost $100 out of it.
Oh, that's...
I mean, I'm still going to reschedule when the government eventually opens up again, and I'm going to really fight to have that transfer because I think it's a non-refundable. So I'm going to just say, listen, you canceled on me. I didn't cancel, so take my money and put it to the new appointment. That's what I'm kind of hoping will happen. But... if I don't have it for this trip, it's fine. I mean, it's no big deal. I'm still going. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just a matter of which line you stand in. Technically, you can either go in a little quicker or you have to deal with the longer line. So, but other than that, I mean, but I'm looking forward to it. Just trying to get my self a little smaller, more healthier. That's the whole working out thing that's going on. You know, I'm not going to be a size 5. I'll never be a size 5, but I'd like to look, you know, be more comfortable in a bathing suit and, you know, things like that. I mean, I'm going to a place where nobody's going to know me, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, no, go have fun.
Yeah.
Those are the best vacations. Nobody knows you.
Yeah.
But I always make friends.
See, I'm worried about that on the cruise. We're going with a group of people already, and, I don't know, like, it's just, I've never been on a cruise, so, like, people who have been, like, don't judge, because I have no idea, but like, they seat you at, like, a table with other people, and, like, to me, personally, that's just weird. Like, not that I don't mind meeting other people.
Oh, you mean, like, they seat you with people
yes,
you don't know on purpose?
Yes.
Even if you're already with a group?
Well, if you reserve a place at a restaurant, well, you can ask to sit with your group, too, as well, but...
Yeah. I see. I think that would be kind of an exciting... I mean, it depends on how... Not social anxiety, because you don't have social anxiety.
I do.
Oh. Well, you're very friendly when Well, I guess it was different
in certain situations, yeah. So, like, I want to maybe sometimes enjoy lunch with Chris and the kids by ourselves, no other people.
Oh, you'll be able to do that.
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
Oh,
it's just, like, you know, it's interesting because, like... Look at it, all people from around the world, and everyone's different.
But that's what I'm saying. Look at it as an opportunity to meet somebody that you would never have the opportunity to speak
to
other than that moment.
That is
so
true.
If you look at it in that respect, whereas, you know, it's kind of like get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Like I'm still nervous. I mean, and you know me. I talk all the time and everything like that. I mean, for me. It is hard for me to do that, but I don't know if it's maybe my age, or doing this podcasting or being in radio, but I've learned that, okay, I don't want to do this. I'm nervous about it, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Because the majority of me wants to do it. And I lived my life a lot of the times not doing something because I was too afraid of it. Or I was afraid that, well, what if I'm not good at it? Like, I may never get a listener base for this show, but I don't care. I'm having fun. My friends are here. We're having a good time. And that's what's important to me. But going on a trip, and like I said, think of it as an opportunity where if this trip wasn't happening, I would never have the opportunity to meet Bill Smith from Wyoming.
Yeah.
Who, you know, has his own farm and he, you know, or whatever like that. And he, you know, he raises horses and I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
Or you know, Tony from Italy, you know, starts talking about his Italian grandmother and all these, you know, you just think about it as, I would have never met this person if it wasn't for this boat, if it wasn't for this cruise. And you never know what kind of a connection you can have with somebody.
Yeah, Chris, I might find your fiance.
Well, I wasn't going in that direction, but...
No, I know.
Right. Upgrade.
I'll meet some hot sailor. That's what I'll do.
Well, maybe I should go on a cruise.
Ooh, there you go.
Who told me this the other day? I don't remember. One of my friends said, "Ooh, maybe you should have a fling when you're on vacation." I'm like, no.
You should.
No.
You should.
I don't know about the fling.
How April got her groove bag.
What are you talking about? I'm always groovy.
Punta Cana edition.
What happens in Punta Cana stays in Punta Cana. No.
Except gonorrhea.
Ew.
Gross. That's
you had
nasty.
To go there.
Don't make me say that word.
Yeah, moist gonorrhea.
Okay. Oh. Oh my God.
With that extra seepage.
I can't unhear that. Oh.
That's a double whammy.
That is just bad. Oh. On many levels. Thank you so much for that.
I had to.
Yeah. But no, April's not going to have a fling in gonorrhea.
I'm sorry, that was loud.
It's bad. That's okay. We got quite a few spikes in here, but that's all right. I'll do what I can with the levels, but it's all good.
Oh my goodness.
But you never know. I could meet somebody who's from the Boston area who doesn't have gonorrhea, who's really, really nice, and you know, I could fall in love. Okay.
Get married right then and there.
Oh no, that's the other M word we don't want to talk about. Chris, could you imagine me getting married?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
At least somebody does, because I don't.
I'm
still working on trying to find somebody that I'd be willing to go on a date with, or want to go on a date with me.
Well, that's where you're going to start.
Yeah, but I don't like anybody.
You don't like anybody?
Nobody likes me either. I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying that there's nobody there that's expressing interest. And my brother to this day still says I'm too picky. I don't believe so. I think he's wrong. But
Are you picky?
Yeah, kind of.
Wow.
You know what it is? For me, it is a trust thing. So my last boyfriend, we all know, I was friends with him for years. It was nice because I already knew what kind of person he was. Mm-hmm. And I already trusted him. So
it makes it easier.
It does make it easier. But that is an interesting line to cross with a person, because you do sometimes have to realize that if it doesn't work out, will the friendship be damaged? We're still friends. We don't see each other. We both have our own lives. We're both happy doing what we're doing. I don't regret it at all, ever. But I do like, the best part of that relationship was knowing that I was with somebody because I knew that he was a good man.
Yeah.
And I knew he was somebody that was worth my time. And he was one of my best friends. So that's big for me. So, it made me to meet somebody that I don't know from a hole in the wall, because I'm thinking, is this guy nice? How does he treat women? Is he, is he a scumbag?
Is it going to work out?
Is he a good, is it going to work out? I can deal with, but why is it not going to work out? The possibilities, those are the things that scare me. Because it's like, if it doesn't work out, well, why? My other thing is, does he take care of himself? I'm not talking about weight-wise, because I'm not completely the epitome of a physical fit person, but I take care of my business. You know what I'm saying? I'm a healthy person, and how do I know he's healthy? It's kind of like, it's a big thing to think about, to really put your trust in someone like that.
Well, I'd say start a Christian mingle.
Well, no,
those.
I don't mean that in a bad way.
Yeah,
but I'm not Catholic or Christian, so that probably wouldn't go that route. But I've done the online thing, and those are just as scary. I went out with someone. This was I want to say it was even before I met you, Chris. I went out with somebody. I think it was from Plenty of Fish.
Oh yes, I remember that. Is that still a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Oh,
and
okay.
we met up at the movies around here. He lived on the southern border of Maine area, I guess. So
okay.
He came down here, met me so when he first showed up, first of all, his biggest strike, which got him right out of the running, was because he looked way too much like my brother. I was like, oh my God, you look like my brother. So this is definitely not going to work.
Instant turn off. Yeah.
Instant turn off. My brother's a good-looking dude.
Oh,
He's a
yeah.
handsome, but
you don't want to date your brother.
I don't want to date my brother. No, you don't need to look like my sibling.
You don't. Yeah, it's a good thing you don't want to date your brother.
But the other part was after the date, his wife messaged me. He wasn't separated like he said he was online.
Oh my gosh.
And she told me to stay the F away from her husband, blah, 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 blah. I was mortified. I said, listen, absolutely no problem whatsoever. I don't want anything to do with your husband. But don't be talking to me about this. You might want to talk to your husband, who's telling everybody online on dating sites that he's separated.
Yeah.
She messaged me again after that. I said, if you message me one more time, I said, I'll get you for harassment.
Why was she nasty when she
was but she was just being a pissed off wife, and that's fine. But you know what? I already told you I want nothing to do with your scumbag husband.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be the other woman.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm all set with that. So it's kind of like, all right. So my other rule was, if I was going to do the dating sites, if you tell me you're divorced, I want to see the divorce papers. How do I know you're divorced? It's scary.
I never thought of it like that, but that totally makes sense.
I used to. You guys, you and Mark and Chris set me straight with Plenty of Fish once, because I had put I wanted to hang out. Remember that?
Yeah, that means Netflix and chill.
No, well, in a woman's eyes, but in a man's eyes, it means let's hang out, girl. Let's hang out and get naked, because...
Well, that's what I mean, Netflix and chill.
Well,
hang out.
I took it literally, Netflix and chill.
Yeah, no,
The dirty version?
The dirty version.
Yeah, I got the dirty version invitations all the time. I used to get these nasty, vulgar emails, and I'm thinking, oh my God.
Well, now they just show pictures of their
longs.
Their dicks. Sorry, I didn't know if I could say dick.
You can actually say anything, because it is online, but yeah, they take the shots of that. But now this was pre, selfies.
Yes.
But I used to get all these things, so Chris and them said, well, you have hang out there. What do you think he wants? I'm like, I don't know. I thought I'm going to hang out with you. They're like, no, he wants to hang out. And I was like, oh.
Just like boys don't understand our language.
We don't understand.
We don't really understand theirs.
You say hang out, and he wants to hang out with his wang out.
ding, ding, ding. So I changed it to friends or more or something like that, and those emails stopped.
Yeah, that's usually what happens.
Yeah.
I was like, "Are you serious?" I was naive. I didn't realize that that's how it was being interpreted. I was thinking one thing, they were thinking the other.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I know how to play those nice, fun, behind closed doors games.
Yes.
But I mean, there's a time and a place. You don't just,
Start off like that.
No, you don't start off like that. Some of the stuff these guys were saying was really bad. And I said there was one guy who emailed me it's all like on a whole romantic type of a thing. And I said, okay, well, who's worse? Who's scarier? The guy who's sugarcoating that he wants to kill me and, leave me for dead by taking me on or the guy who's just blatantly saying he's going to do stuff to me and possibly leave me for dead. I'm like, which one's more dangerous? The one who's just telling me he's going to do it? Or the one who's like, I want to take you for dinner and we're going to do this and then I'm like, then what? Slit my throat? I get this is how bad I can be sometimes.
Well, I mean,
I need to be more open-minded.
Out there who do sick things like that.
There is, but you can't, and I can't keep thinking that that's what every guy is like, because it's like every guy thinking that every woman is a psychopath. There is quite a few of them out there.
Well, you're all batshit crazy, so.
And you guys are all assholes.
Well, yes.
So but you have to sift through the really bad ones and the really bad ones.
Yes, that's true.
And find the ones that are the safe kind of, batshit crazy and the decent assholes. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have to, because when you really comes down to it, you have a good woman and you have a good man. Then you found gold. Mm-hmm. You deal with each other's,
I don't know. I was the biggest asshole to her when I met her.
I love this story, and I think the last time we were talking about this, I had one of the effects on, so I completely messed that whole conversation up. But I do love this story.
That was a really good take. It's too bad it didn't last. But yeah, we can try to recreate it.
Well, the story's not going to change.
I can.
The story's not going to really change.
It was just so perfect the first time around.
So let's see. You made the first move, didn't you, Erin?
Yeah, he was so cute. Like,
we're talking about Chris, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding.
I mean, mind you, we've been together almost 5.5 years. We're engaged now. And when we first met, I was like 23. You were 29, 30.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah.
I wasn't looking for anything serious. And, I was just like, oh, he's cute. Like, let's go check him out. We were... Oh, God. What are you doing?
No, nothing bad, nothing bad.
Oh, no, not really. So, yeah, I was on one team at... Can I say where we worked or no?
But one team. Which team were you on, Erin?
Can I say where we worked, or is that, like, can I not say that?
No, you can say we worked. Just don't say the exact store. Like, I try to keep it vague. Like, you can give some details. Like, I would always say first name, like the state you're from.
Okay.
Store.
Just not super specific. Okay.
Yeah, this way, just for, privacy.
Yeah. Okay, so we worked at Target. No, we can't say that.
The state you can.
Yeah.
In New Hampshire.
Okay.
Sorry, I keep forgetting. Okay, so we were working at Target. I'm sorry, I'm so flustered right now for some reason.
I think you're even blushing.
I'm going back in time and like remembering, and it's just like, wow, that was so
I wish I had
ago.
that. I wish I had that going back in time music.
Yeah, the flashback. Okay, so yes, so we've been together for a long time. We're not as fit as we once were because we've gotten comfortable.
I will have to say, I think when you guys met, you were just like
he was jacked.
You were jacked.
He looked like a model. Like I still have a picture. It's like one of the first.
All right,
pictures
Erin,
took.
let's not go that far. Okay.
No, he's wearing clothes.
He's wearing clothes now.
No, in the picture. So I was like, oh, do like a model pose. I was just joking. And like, he actually struck a really good pose. And like, I still have those pictures and he looks like a model.
You were like, seriously, you were jacked. I remember that because I was working out, once every month you were working out 3 times a day.
That's where I hooked him. Yeah. I found out where he went to the gym because I knew that was like his life.
Just stalker.
And
that is illegal in most states.
Okay, come on. You can't tell me guys don't do the same thing. Guys totally do the same thing.
No, we just take mental pictures.
Find out about the girl. Find out, like, oh, what is she like? What does she do? Okay, I'm going to try to be at that place. So I did the same thing. And then we ran into each other at the gym. and we worked out for a couple months, and yeah, so that's kind of how it got into it. But so when we were working together, we were on different teams, and I only saw you as I was leaving for the day and you were coming in because I worked the extra early morning shift. And I kept trying to get his attention by like, I'm like, notice me. I know you don't know me from a hole in the wall, but like, I want to hang out with you. And so we're in the back room upstairs and like, we're taking stuff off the shelves to put out on the floor and putting it back and stuff like that. So as I was leaving for the day, there was like this car, and he was in the other aisle with like his death metal music blaring. And he's all like, oh, yeah, like, I'm angry, like, I'm getting a divorce. Like, he was going through a rough time in his life.
What were you actually listening to at this particular moment in time? Do you remember?
I was probably like Pantera.
I was going to say Pantera because they're big Pantera.
Yeah, I mean, that's not my kind of music, but, you know, that's fine, whatever.
I think I only like one of their songs.
He had his hair spiked back then, back when he had more hair, and he was less gray and super... No, he's still handsome as hell, people. He's so hot. I love him.
Adorable.
He is really awesome. You've aged very well. But you look like a not punk rocker, but like heavy.
I like when she gets really emphatic about certain portions of her described.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
No, I think it's great. Keep going. Don't
So like stop. He looks like this badass, like, oh, I got tattoos, like whatever.
You notice he was lifting up his sleeves as you were saying
yeah,
that?
He's like, yeah, I remember.
You were like getting into the whole badass, and you're like, let me just put my sleeve up over here and over here.
Yeah, he's like, let me show off my sleeves that I didn't have before, but whatever. Yeah, so I was like, hi, Chris, like, I'm like, that's your name, right? I'm like, hi, like, do you want to use my card? I'm all done with it. Like, I was just trying to be, like, you know, innocent, sweet, whatever. He just turns around and he's just like, what? Are you talking to me? What do you want? I'm just like, oh my God.
You're so
like,
sweet.
I'm like, this is not going to work out at all.
That was a lasting impression right there.
He wasn't picking up what I was putting down, and I was just like, here's your card. I just, like, walked away. I was like, okay, I'll try a couple more times. If it doesn't get through, then he's just an asshole.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, I was going through a divorce and everything else, so...
No, that is true. You had just gotten off the phone with your now ex-wife, and you guys were arguing, so, like, wrong place, wrong time. But I was like, I need you to notice me, like, now. So
luckily, she was a very understanding woman, and she tried again. And when did you try?
Yeah, so the next time I tried, we were my team was putting our stuff away from the day. His team was coming and taking stuff out for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So we're mingling in the aisles. We were working with two older gentlemen who had worked there for a very long time. They're very sweet. They're like best friends, and they were like my grandfathers in that place.
Yeah.
And they were just like shooting the shit, like saying nasty guy shit, because like I worked with like 99% guys. I was like one of the only girls. And so they're shooting the shit, and you said, I can't remember exactly what happened. If you remember, help me out.
No, I think he's enjoying you telling the story.
I know.
He's like,
I'm going to let you talk forever.
He's like sitting there in his glory right now. He's like, yeah, she's talking about me. Badass.
So they were just like saying inappropriate guy stuff, and
so
we were doing witty banter back and forth, and I joined in with them, and I said, you tried to say something like a dig at me, like, oh yeah, can you hang with us kind of thing, and I was just like,
that is definitely a comment you would do. You told me to
go fuck myself. That's what you did. You told me to go fuck myself, and I was like, I will, and I'll enjoy it, and you, like, everyone's jaws dropped, because like I was like the quiet girl, like I was super sweet, innocent, like they all started laughing, and like then like I saw your like animalistic ears perk up, like, she's interested, and more than just that, like. So that was the next time.
That's funny, because you know what, I've actually done that, not the same conversation, but I've done something similar, and you literally hear the jaws hit the floor, because they're not expecting you to say that. I'm like, what?
And it just like mic drop.
Boom.
I just did that.
Hook, line, and sink 'em.
Yep.
You were all done at that point.
So the very last time I was working, he was not working, and he came into shop with Evan. This is the one, yeah. He came in to shop with Evan. Like, Evan's 10 now, and like back then he was like 4 years old, and he was so freaking cute. He wasn't even.
You've known each other that long?
Yeah, he wasn't even in preschool.
Wow.
Like, he was so freaking cute. And he comes storming in, like
Puffing and puffing.
Yeah, he was just. You scare people. You look at me like I'm crazy. You scare people. You have a very tough outer exterior.
It's kind of like my resting bitch face. I understand.
Yes, it's the same thing, because I have that too.
People sometimes...
No, what's that?
A lot of people think I'm mad all the time. I'm like,
Yep.
no, that's just my face.
No, what's that word you use to describe me? What is that?
Steel marshmallow.
Yeah.
So, like, he looks...
I absolutely love... I'm going to put you in my phone and steal marshmallow.
He's going to kill you.
I'm gonna find a meme or an image of a marshmallow with steel around it.
I'm sure there's one out there.
No, I'm actually gonna do it right now.
I didn't come up with that. He did, but it is true.
Is it okay?
Yeah, I don't care.
I love that. You're not gonna be this anymore. You're gonna be steel marshmallow. You know what's gonna happen? You're gonna either call or text and be like, "Who the hell is that?" I'm not gonna know who it is. That's fantastic. So go ahead. So he comes in puffing, steel marshmallow.
Yep, I was stalking in a part of the store that I didn't usually stock in, and it was quiet. No one was around, and he comes by, and I was just like, "Hey, Chris, like, how's it going?"
Is that how you did it too with that voice?
Yeah, because
Oh
like
my God.
he looked really mad, and I was just like, "Oh, maybe I can like make him smile," like,
Yeah.
you know, because like I had finally gotten his attention, and we were kind of starting to talk, and he just turns around, and he's like, "What?"
He yelled at you again?
Yeah, he yelled at me. He was just like, I was like, "Hey, Chris, how's it going?" You were like, "What? Where you want?" And I was just like, "Hi," and like and Evan was just like staring at you like.
See,
"Why are you
if he did that
mad?"
to me once, I might have given him a benefit of the doubt. But if he did it to me a second, I'd be like, you know what? F you, I'm out. Sorry.
Yeah,
He is now in my
so,
phone as steel marshmallow.
There you go. I love it.
I do too. I really love it.
So yeah, he walked away, and I was just like, I don't think this is gonna work. I'm like, he's like way too like aggressive.
He's angry.
like and angry
You're
all the time.
Angry little elf.
And then
I'm
finally,
sorry, I had to say that just because of the movie.
No, it's totally true. So yeah, you know, long story short, it just kind of evolved from there. But yeah, it took me a couple of tries to be like, look over here, I like you.
Yeah, but
Let's
after
hang
that
out."
last time that he yelled at you, how did it turn? Well, how did it turn into a marshmallow at that point? How did that steel soften up?
How did it?
I don't know.
Yeah, what was it about her that made you?
We were working out at the gym more. We kept seeing each other more and more because I.
No, when we went to the beach.
No. But she's asking before.
Yeah, what
that.
made you actually say, "Hey, maybe I shouldn't be such
what
a
started
jerk to her
changing him?
anymore"?
I think the
she's
gym,
cute.
because he kept seeing me there, and I was like looking at him, and I'd get like beet red, and I'd look away when he looked at me, and like just the typical gross, mushy gushy romance story.
I think I just threw up in my mouth.
Yeah, you should throw up. Like, it's disgusting. I didn't mean to plan it like that. But
No,
it just
it's
happened.
cute because when you think about how everything starts, it's always a cute story.
It is. It
you
still
know.
gives me butterflies thinking about it.
I don't have one of those yet.
It don't feel bad because
I don't.
they don't last forever. Like, the butterflies go away.
Oh yeah, no, I know. She's like, yeah, it's long gone.
No, not like that.
No, I know.
It's just like the lust honeymoon phase. Like, you're all giddy and
But no,
on all these hormones. And
But it was cute because I like when you talk about it. It's like when you, like you said, you were getting all like flustered and stuff. When you sit back and think about how something starts with a person in this realm, in the romance realm, it's cute because what you didn't see, I was watching from on the sidelines here, how you guys were looking at each other when you were telling the story, and he had this little shit-eating grin on his face, and then he's lifting up his sleeves, and you're getting all pink in the cheek, and you kind of got you guys had the little twinkle. I'm like, oh, they really like each other.
Yeah,
Through the anger and all the yelling and screaming.
Oh yeah, I knew it was
And the
just a
dirty
front.
jokes, but
I knew it was just a front.
yeah. He is a steel marshmallow. That's actually a very
is.
perfect description. I'm sorry, you are.
Yeah, I know.
Some people we know call him Teddy Bear.
Oh, who is it? Who are the people?
And he hates that. I'm not going to even say who says that, but
you can mouth it. Don't say it out loud. Mouth it.
Teddy bear. I'm like,
mouth
you're my stuffed animal. You're so cute. Like,
oh, you call him teddy bear?
But you're also like my a-hole who will come to my aid and like protect me from. Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't it be more like hero?
Yeah, I guess you call him that. Yeah.
And she's your Shiro.
She-Ra.
Because she.
If she's my She-Ra, then I'm her He-Man.
Okay.
Cool.
That works.
Before my time. I only know. I only know the names.
The hell was that?
Uh-oh, someone's breaking in the house.
Oh, please don't make that joke.
I'm scared. No.
I don't like what that noise was. We may have to take a break just to check it out. So we're going to go find out what's going on upstairs.
It's probably the cat.
She is 5 pounds.
She's not going to make that noise.
Not going to make that noise. Chris, you go check it out. You're a man. Be the He-Man.
Be the steel right now.
Be the steel.
To the marshmallow.
Please be the steel.
I don't want to disrupt my Dukes upstairs.
She'll be fine. Be the steel.
She's getting killed right now. And you're
Dude, seriously?
But it made him
this Friday is just getting better and better. I'm not going to...
Use your adrenaline, your testosterone.
I could always call her.
Siri, call Mom.
Hey, Siri.
Wouldn't it be cool if you could just be like, Siri, is my mom okay?
Call Dad's cell.
Calling Dad's cell. iPhone.
Do you hear it? She's up. Watch, I'm going to do this. I do this to her all the time.
Gunpoint.
Erin, stop it.
Hello?
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 What was that noise? You're scaring us.
Oh, I just dropped something. What's up?
Was it your phone?
No, it was a nice little desk you gave me.
Oh, did you break it?
No, it's fine, but I have to get out of bed to put it down.
Oh, okay. You should have heard.
Awkward.
We're scared. We're thinking someone's breaking it. Erin's saying these horrible things. I'm like, Chris, go check it out. He's like, I don't want to wait.
Right out loud. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Okay, well, just letting you know, you were on speakerphone and you were recorded.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Bye. Do you know how many times I've done that to her and I'll tell her recording and she's like, seriously? Can you not do that?
Your mom is so cool.
I bought her this No, it was the cat.
No, because I thought the same thing. I was like, no, that cat is so small.
When the cat jumps off the counter, you can barely hear it. It sounded like a little truck.
Yeah.
Like a little toy truck. No, they got this desk. It's like one of those things you can, like, when you're eating bed, like the trays. Yeah. But I got it, and it's got, like, a part of it that it lifts up a little bit so that she can put her... Because she always reads in bed, or she'll use her Nook, or whatever. And so... I saw her once because she's like propped up on the pillows and she's looking. I'm like, I wonder if she could get her something that can kind of help her so that she doesn't have to hold the book like this. Mm-hmm. So I got her one of those tray things that has a lift up. That's what it was. She says, I have to get out of bed to put it away.
Oh, so it slipped off.
It slipped off her bed or out of her hand and it just hit the floor because she puts it between like the dresser and the night table. Yep. That was funny. Erin, can you not paint that picture?
I needed him to be motivated to go check on her and be the hero.
He didn't make him move. I think he made him move slower. I don't want to disturb Mom. Well, no. I love that. She's up. Yeah, at gunpoint. Like, jeez.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I say really messed up things.
Oh, my God.
So, can I just tell you one more quick thing?
Yes.
About our beginnings. On our first date, I asked him to go to Hampton Beach with me to walk out on the rocks. And because I love the beach.
On the jetty.
On the jetty, yep. You're not supposed to go on there anymore, but we went.
You're not? How come?
Because people like fall in the ocean and get sucked out by the riptides and stuff.
Yeah, that would do it.
But yeah, so back then they weren't that strict, and I can't believe he did this because knowing what I know now, I'm like, oh my gosh. He hates the beach. Like, with a passion.
Oh, I don't know if we can be friends anymore.
He does not ever take off his socks and shoes.
Oh my God, that's so true.
And he does not go.
I've never seen
in
you
the
without
water. Like he doesn't wear sandals or flip flops or anything.
It's so true. I've never seen you. I've never seen your feet, like your actual feet. Do you even have feet?
Mm-hmm.
He does. He has flat feet.
Wow,
very flat feet.
You know, it's funny you say that, and then it dawned on me that I've never seen you in sandals, anything like that. Well, all right.
Yeah, some guys just don't like it.
That must means he really, really liked you.
Yeah, and I was amazed. I made him walk all the way to the end.
Wow, what a bitch.
Of the jetty, and it was kind of treacherous at points, and like he's terrified of water. He's terrified of drowning. And it was slippery, and like he just,
which is a very common fear. A lot of people don't want.
Oh yeah,
it's a.
I mean, it is. I mean, I'm not afraid of it, but like I was afraid at some points of falling in. I'm like, oh, we'll be fine. He's
you mean you don't even have to be afraid of wanting to be nervous in a situation like that, and nobody wants to drown.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, having a fear of it too, and like wow.
Yeah, so we got to the end.
Props to you, Chris, for putting yourself through that.
Yeah. But that's not even the best part.
Oh, it isn't?
No.
There's more?
We get to the end of the jetty, and, there were a couple other people out there, like, coming and going, and, it was September, but it was, like, a really warm day in September.
Mm-hmm.
And there were other couples going out there, sitting at the very end, like, hugging, kissing, and then getting up and walking away, and so we finally thought we were to ourselves. I don't know if he was already there. I think he was already there, actually, because he was bugging the other couples. It was a guy fishing.
Oh.
And I guess he was like a regular. And he was a little cuckoo, I think. And he had a one-legged seagull.
One-legged seagull?
Like hanging out with him.
Really?
Like he was just like, this is my buddy. Just like... Okay, so, like, once all the couples left, because he drove them away, he, like, started talking to us, and, like, we're trying to have, like, a romantic first kiss with, like, the sun going down, the ocean right there, like, it was beautiful. And this guy is, like, talking to us about a seagull, and it was just, like, the biggest cock block ever. And I was like, is this, like, real life right now? Like,
but then you think about the moment, right? And here's Miss, glasses half full.
Mm.
This is the best story. Did you actually get your first kiss?
No.
Oh.
He totally...
Crash and burn.
Like,
I was just going to say, your first kiss...
If he had just turned away from us and stopped talking, I would have kissed him. But he wouldn't stop talking to us. Like, he wasn't getting the hint. So then we eventually just had to walk away from him.
So when did the kiss happen? And did you actually initiate? Or did he do it?
No,
You're going to have to tell that story because I don't remember, honestly.
Really?
When was our first kiss? What was our first kiss?
Oh, God,
no. Don't tell that story.
Oh, tell it.
Oh,
you
God,
have to tell it now.
That's a horrible story.
Now everybody needs to know.
Our first kiss was really bad.
Wow.
She was a bad kisser.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I was rusty. I hadn't been with someone in like 5 or 6 years.
Isn't it like riding a bike? Or do you really lose it when you're not using it?
I was like the Tin Man from like The Wizard of Oz. I was all rusted and I needed.
So it's kind of like the 40-year-old virgin. It's kind of like the movie 40-Year-Old Virgin. If you don't use it, you do lose it.
Yeah.
Shoot, I'm not even going to bother.
But we don't have that problem like at all anymore for a very long time.
No, we're really good.
Yeah.
It was clumsy and awkward.
Yeah,
well, you're getting used to each other. If it's a new person to kiss, you don't know what the other is like or what they like or what not.
True. Yeah.
It's kind of like the first time you have sex with each other. Not that I'm asking, but
that was fine.
Okay. Well, some people.
That was great. Actually.
No, not a problem. That was
Just starting the thing was awkward. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
Oop! Can hear that? No, but no, the microphone was kind of like not by your face.
Oh.
All right, enough mushy gushy talk.
But no, and I think I love those stories. I do love those stories. But I'm glad you guys are together. Now, you guys were together for over a year, and then I finally met you.
Yeah.
Was it 1 or 2 years?
Don't feel bad. He kept me away from everyone for like the first year and a half.
You know what? I'm probably, when I meet someone, actually, I'll just tell you guys now, I've been dating someone for 3 years. No, I'm kidding.
I was like, what? Excuse me?
See, I'm going to probably do the exact same thing. Like, if I meet someone, I may mention them or not. I'm not sure. But like you said, you want to kind of see where it's going, because if you do get involved with each other's lives, whatever doesn't work out, you're going to miss people. So it's kind of... But, I mean, some of it you can't avoid. I mean, obviously, certain areas. But, yeah, I didn't meet you for over a year. Yeah. But, no, you had asked a few times to hang out. I think I was just always busy or something.
Yeah.
Or when I was around, you were busy or something.
Yeah.
But then we finally met, and we got along just fine.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris is like, oh my God, you too.
He still says that. Yeah. No, when I first met Chris, I didn't think you liked me at all.
I've been the same way since.
But I didn't realize that that's how you were.
A lot of people don't like him. Like, they're like...
A lot of people don't. Like,
they're like, Erin, you're such a nice girl. Like, why are you dating an asshole? I'm like, he's really not an asshole. Like, not to me anyway.
No, I think it's just because you have... You're more rougher. It's like the resting bitch face. Like the outer shell is not. Is sometimes can be perceived as being harder, or not as friendly or unapproachable. And I mean, I get that too. Because if people don't know me or whatnot, they're like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "What? I'm just," But yeah. So at first, I didn't think you liked me, but then I don't know who it was. It was no, that's just kind of like his personality or his mannerisms, and then we ended up getting along just fine.
Yeah,
obviously.
Lisa Loeb.
I always every time I listen to that song. That you're the only person I think of when that song comes on is Stay. That's so funny. Like different songs, that will always be. Or
pretty.
I know exactly where we were. Chris was in the back seat.
Yep.
You were in the front. We were about to drop you off.
Yep.
And it was snowy out. We were on top of the hill. We kind of slid a little bit. And that song was playing. And every time I hear that song, I think of that one moment in time. And I love that about music, because that's what it does. It just brings you right back. Literally, at that moment in time.
Is this the Rolling Stones
song?
I love that part.
Pretty girl.
And you're just like,
I should so quit my day job and become a singer.
Was it scary? Like you were sliding?
No, it was just a little slide. It was a little slide. Okay. I
thought you guys were like out of control.
We were in my first Jeep, my blue. I had a Cherokee, then I had a Grand Cherokee, and now I have the Compass. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get a 4-door Wrangler one day. I want one so bad. I won't test drive one because I'm afraid I'll like it.
The 4 doors look so big to me, though. But I totally get why you need 4 doors.
But I want the 2 doors are too small. But in the Compass, now this is obviously small. This is a 4-cylinder. My old Jeep is a 6-cylinder, and it wasn't even the newer Grand Cherokees, and those are even bigger than the one I had, because mine was a 2006 or 7, I forgot. And that thing was big. But it was great. But then blue was my first Jeep. I got that at the auction with Mark and Chris. They helped out. I was all kinds of nervous, but the two of them, they were both new cars, both mechanics. They knew. I'm like,
oh yeah, you're all set with
I'm all
them
set
too,
with that.
yeah.
And I wanted the green one, and then the blue one came. I was like, oh, I like that one better, So I had that one for a while, and it was great. I absolutely loved it. But I'm a Jeep girl. I am a Jeep girl.
It's a Jeep thing.
It is a Jeep thing.
I never understood that.
Oh, it is. If you have a Jeep, you'll understand.
That's what they all say.
Yep. Join us.
I tried to join you, but you were too expensive.
That's why I didn't get the Wrangler. The Compass was much more reasonably priced. But I mean, it's still the biggest car payment that I've ever had. Like, I've never owned anything.
But it's really nice.
But I like it a lot. I mean, and when I started my job last year, it was, I'm like 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder driving, 45 minutes to an hour away every day. Well, I do it 4 times a week. Now I work from home once a week, which is nice. But I'm like, you know what? The smaller engine will be better on gas. So, I mean, I fill that tank up, and it's good pretty much for the whole week. If I fill it up on Sunday, I'm not putting gas in it till at least Friday. And that's four of those days. 4 of those work days are going, like I said, down there. And then, so like now this weekend, like it's nice if you work from home on a Friday, they'll schedule your work from home the following week on that Monday. So it's kind of like almost like a longer weekend, even though you're working. Mm-hmm. But I like my setup at work. The 2 screens, the actual headset, things like that. You know, this is my little setup here. I use a different laptop and stuff, but you know, it's good. It's not so bad. But I do love my little Jeepy. Onyx. I've named her Onyx.
Onyx.
Yeah.
I like it.
Do you name cars?
I never have, no.
Have you? Really? I've always named cars. My silver one was Silvertine. Blue, cute. Silvertine, Onyx. Each one of them are a color.
I know a couple people who do that. It's always a girl's name, right? It has to be a girl, usually, Blue is they say. Yeah,
I think they were all... No, Silvertine was a boy. Blue and Onyx are girls. But Silvertine, he was a dude. But, I do love them. But, yeah, I'd like to have a Wrangler one day. I just don't know if I can really get past the windshield, because the windshield's kind of like... You know, it's not as big. I'm used to gigantic windshields. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
So going to something that's not as big, it feels like I can't see anything. But other than that being said, this was a lot of fun. Do you guys want to... You guys look like you're kind of getting tired. Am I losing you? No? That's what I was wondering, too.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
You're good. I know, but
I'm cool, yeah.
You're cool?
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm going to take a quick break with it because I have to go upstairs and go to the ladies' room. So don't you guys go anywhere because we'll be back on the lily pad. That was my rain stick, everybody. Thank you. And again. It was something like a wave that time.
It sounds very relaxing.
Sounds like a rattlesnake. Should see all the spikes on the screen.
A trickling brook.
I think we've created a monster. Now he won't put it down. All right, simmer down now. But I think we're going to have one last segment here because we are approaching... Oh, actually, it is 10 o'clock, which that's not so bad. It's been good. So, Friday night, I'm so glad you guys came over. Again, I love the impromptu, unplanned, get-togethers. Sometimes it just really works out like that. Like, yeah. I was working today, boop-a-doo, doing my thing, placing orders. And my phone goes off. I'm like, oh, it's Erin. And then I see your thing, and I was like, okay. Yeah. That works.
Yeah.
That works. So, I'm happy you guys came over. So...
I'm glad you were free.
Yeah, me too. Well, because the last couple of times I've called, you had the kids or you couldn't make it or whatever. I got my mother hooked on that restaurant that we met that one time. We were there 2 nights ago. Thursday. Wait, what's it? Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday.
Oh, Yang Ming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their udon noodles are so good. I get them every single time. I get the hot chili oil with it, and I sprinkle the hot chili oil on it, mix it up, make it a little spicy. Oh, so good.
They're very good.
My mother likes it there very much.
Oh, good. I'm glad we could introduce you. We've introduced a few people to that place.
Yeah. It is very, very good. I loved it. That's why I was like, we can't do Chinese tonight. We just did Chinese a couple days ago.
I was so upset. I was like, I wanted to get Fusion House because I think that place.
Oh, that is.
Yang Ming is great, but Fusion House is like.
Fusion House is fantastic.
It's
but
great,
I'll tell you.
It's very expensive.
I like Yang Ming's udon better.
Yeah. Yep.
But, I mean, Fusion House is known for their sushi. They're known for...
Some of their other dishes are hit and miss, but, like, when they hit it, it's amazing.
I usually have a pretty good meal there. I never had any...
Yeah, I've never had a bad meal there.
Yeah. But, and I think we're going to do baked seafood on Sunday or something. I don't know. I'm feeling a chili. I want to make a chili one of these days, but, And then next weekend, the weekend after that, will be Super Bowl.
Woohoo! Woo, go Pats!
So, cycling back to the go Pats.
So what? You're cheering for the Rams?
Mm-hmm.
You guys always cheer for the opposing team.
Yeah, typically. Yeah. I know I'm not. He holds grudges. He's like a diehard football fan, and I'm just learning the rules of football. So,
well, I mean, yeah. Thank God you weren't there for fantasy football.
I've heard horror.
I told
stories.
You that. Remember? Yes, I know. This was in the day pre-kids or when they were really, really small. When did you guys start doing that? How many years ago? But when they were doing it, forget it. You didn't exist.
It was like a full-time job.
Nothing else existed other than basically work.
He's got the crazy look in his
eyes.
Food,
sleep, bathroom, football. Like nothing else mattered, pretty much. Well, yeah, but we don't talk about that. No, but I remember walking into the garage one time. Now this was
the garage.
The garage. You know where I'm going with this one, aren't you? I think you were there.
Yeah.
On the mock draft.
I know. They do a fake draft of a fake draft.
Yes. So I walked into
it's like Dungeons and Dragons. But
I walked in and I said, "What are you guys doing?" And they're all like, "We're doing the mock draft." Like all these. I'm like, "What the hell is a mock draft?" Well, we're doing a mock draft on fantasy football. I said, "Hold on a second. You guys are doing a fake draft on a fake football league before the football season?" I'm like, "Are you kidding me right now?" I just like couldn't. But then I sat there because I had to watch it and watch them. And they were all like so serious. And I'm like, "It's not real."
I know.
On top of it not being real. And then when fantasy football draft day came, oh, God help you if you even looked at one of these guys. Like, Die Hard is putting it mildly as no. Are you kidding? I was told once I wasn't invited to the Super Bowl, the draft day. I'm like, excuse me? I can't go to a party? Do you remember that? That was so funny. And where the draft was being held, the wife of the house, she goes, "Yeah, you're coming over." She's like, "Yeah, you are." I'm like, "I know." You want to tell this one over here?
Just don't go downstairs.
And I did. Right, well, I go like this. I said, "What do you think? I'm going to be walking around holding your hand the whole time? Do what you want. I'm gonna do what I'm doing." Because you just go and socialize. But it was so funny because I was like, "Oh, hell to the no! You just told me I couldn't go." Nobody tells me that I can't do something. But no, it was funny, but very serious. It's very serious.
There's a lot of money back then.
Well, that is very true. There was a big pot at the end of that whole season. A decent amount of money.
10 teams, minimum $100 buy-in.
Yeah.
You know, you're talking dropping a player, picking up a player's $1 a piece. If you traded a player for draft picks, that was $5 a draft pick, and then $5 to get that player. You know, you'd have guys dropping. They had
to work 2 or 3 jobs just to pay for the.
Oh my God!
How big was the pot? Like how big was the bank one?
Our biggest one, I think it was like $2,200 or $2,300.
Yeah. So I mean, that's where that's why it's serious. I mean, that's why I was like, I used to give them crap and make fun of them all the time, but it was interesting to watch because I mean, I would sit there and watch you guys do it. It was interesting. But I really couldn't talk to them much. Like, I may ask a question here or there, and they, like, if they take a break, then I'm like, it's like, ooh, freeform, we can all talk. It's great. You know, but I mean, it was fun to watch. It was interesting. And then we had our video games. And then when we played 45s. I have the picture somewhere of the perfect hand.
That was all me.
That was him.
Thank you.
The perfect hand. On the table that was all written on, every one of us who ever hung out in that garage all scribbled something into that table. That table was artwork from corner to corner. Whatever happened, he probably still has that, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's still at the garage.
But, you know, drawing on it, playing 45s was great. But he had the perfect hand, smacked it down, mic drop, technically, in 45s realm, and took a picture of it. It was good. Do you play 45s?
Nope. I have in the past.
Okay, so you know how to play.
No, I forget. I have a very short-term memory when it comes to like card games.
Really?
Like I don't remember the rules.
We should have 45s some night. We should play 45s. Why can't we do that? See, this is what we need to plan. Is a 45s, we'll put a table down here. Or, whatever. That would be grand. That would be fun. Might have to videotape that one.
Yeah.
Do a podcast while we're doing it.
That would be really good.
Card games.
Mm-hmm.
I do like cards. I mean, we can have rummy nights or, poker. Remember when I won poker? All guys. And I was going to watch, and they insisted on me playing. I'm like, but I don't really know what I'm doing. Yeah. I ended up winning.
That's awesome.
It's like $80, $100, something like that. It wasn't so bad. The kid who lost to me was calling me a cheater. I'm like, dude, please don't make me bitch slap you into next week.
It's like, I don't even know how to play this game. I don't even know how I just won.
Listen, if you lost to somebody who doesn't know how to play, then that's your skill right there. You're just mad at yourself. You're just angry with yourself because you suck.
That's awesome, though.
And I'm above that, and I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, it was definitely fun. That was the only time I played, though. But yeah, he saw a nice girl turn not nice, and I looked at him and said, "Do not call me that." I forgot what his name is, but it was a kid that you guys were, not you, but they worked with at NTB. Oops. That's okay. But he was kind of a jerk anyway. He was just a sore loser. Whatever. Do you know it's going to be 5 years this year in August, late August, since I've had a cigarette?
Wow. Congrats.
I can't believe it's been 5 years. I will never. Sometimes I can smell, the cigarette smoke, and sometimes I'm like, oh, that does smell good. But it's never enough to want to have a cigarette. But, I smoked for a long time, but, oh, man, 5 years. Long time. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Now, you've never smoked, right? Or did you?
Cigarettes? No.
No.
I had, a couple in my early 20s.
Yeah, but that was...
when I was, drunk to try to be cool. And I was like, this is fucking disgusting.
It's not... I remember how different... my nose was. I can always tell a smoker right away, even from far away. But that's only because, like I said, I think I'm more, sensitive to it now because I couldn't tell before.
Yeah. Well, I grew up in secondhand smoke my whole life.
Yeah.
Because obviously things are different back then. And, I would go to school in high school and people would think I, smoked because I reeked of, tobacco all the time. Yeah. I'm like, that's just my house. Sorry.
No, that's just, yeah. My dad smoked when we were younger. But it was really young, so I don't remember seeing him or, being around it. But yeah, he did smoke. Territons, I think, were the cigarettes.
Oh, those are so bad. Yeah. Oh, those are the really old-fashioned ones. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
I used to work at a cigarette counter.
You did?
When I was a teenager.
Wow.
I used to run the cigarette counter at the local supermarket.
Wow.
Yep. Even though I didn't agree with it, but makes money.
Yeah, my father never saw me smoke a cigarette. Obviously, when he passed away, he could see it if he wanted to. So it was. I think it was actually right after he died. I said, "Well, it doesn't matter who sees me smoke now." My dad was the only one I didn't ever want him to see me smoke a cigarette. Mom too, but she's easier. She adapts easier. We went out to lunch once, and we were sitting in the bar area. I think it was Chili's, and she says, "You can have a cigarette if you want," because we're in the smoking section. No, it's okay. And she's like, "April, you're 30-something or whatever." I'm like, okay. So I took the menu and put it in front of my face, and I ducked behind it, and I lit up my cigarette.
So cute.
And Mom could see the smoke coming up from me. She's like, seriously?
She's like, I don't want you to look at me.
She's like, will you just stop? Put the menu down. I'm like, fine. It was the weirdest thing ever, and then I got over it in probably 5 minutes. I'm like, all right. It was odd, but yeah, no, used to smoke cigarettes. I don't miss them too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Chris?
I have them seldomly.
Seldom. Once in a while.
Yeah.
No.
I usually go more towards cigars now.
Oh, there you go. That's not as bad.
It's a cheaper
I guess
alternative.
not. Question mark? Like,
No, I'm kidding.
okay.
It's a lot cheaper alternative, though.
Really? They are? Oh, yeah, I guess you can buy one. What do you say?
Cigarettes are expensive.
Yeah, they are.
They've always been.
I remember when they were
they're
like
really expensive.
the expensive
now.
pack were like $5 a pack. I used to get packs of cigarettes for $2.
I know. I remember
The generic,
selling them for that
those were the
much.
generic brand, though, not the name brand. The name brands were always around $5, at least, or just under, or something. I remember $5 of gas got you like a half a tank or more. Oh my God, that's insane. I don't want to date myself. We're getting into really dark talk right now, but so one thing I'm gonna, because I keep looking at your arm, thinking that it's actually part of your sweatshirt and it's your tattoo.
Is that weird for you to see the sleeves?
Oh God, no! I just, you know what? I forget he has them, and I'm
Yeah.
looking at his. I'm like, dude, that's so not a sweatshirt. That's a skin. And I mean, this thing here, I forget I have this too. But oh my God, I asked him if maybe he would come on the show. He said yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want him to come on the show in the worst way. So I'm going to hit him up one of these days. I got to get my back done. It's going to be a bigger tattoo than what's there because I want it to be, but I want it to be really something unique, something I know I'm going to love. This I can't stand. I have to fix it, but I forget that this is on my arm, And I looked at it and I think there's something there, and there is, but I'm thinking it's not my. I kept thinking it was a giant bug on me, and it technically is, but it's a permanent one. He did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
I had asked him to do it on the crooked side at an angle, and he said he was going to suggest that too instead of straight on, just kind of like it gives that extra. But once you get a tattoo, you can't stop.
Have you seen my back?
No, let's see it. Take your clothes off. I mean, your shirt.
Ooh, give us a little
Wait, hold on.
dance.
Let me play some music. No, I'm kidding. Hold on. Do you have any ones? I don't.
I don't dance for ones. I dance for 5s and 10s.
Oh my God. Well, all right, fine. You take credit cards? Holy. Wow.
It's not done yet either.
Are you covering your back?
Yeah.
Like full cover?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing. That is huge.
It hurt.
Yeah, it looks like it did. That's
Yeah.
gigantic.
What was the worst part on your back?
I'd say, like...
Right where your tramp stamp area is?
No, that's where we're going next.
Yeah, technically you're true. That's
We're
true.
going to go on the bottom, and then we're going up the sides. Which is going to hurt.
That is intricate.
Yeah.
That is intricate and very, very detailed.
And they might add color to it.
Yeah,
I was going to ask you about any color, if you were going to throw any in there.
Like, we might do red in the face, but he wanted to see how it looked until after it was healed.
Yeah.
So...
It looks good, but red might look nice too.
Yeah.
Actually. Like a blood red.
Yeah.
Your skin doesn't hold red well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's any skin really is hard
How
to
about
hold
pink?
red.
I'm just kidding.
He loves pink. It's his favorite.
I do love pink though. What about let's see, the blood red though. Like a deep red, not a bright red. Like it has to be like the deep blood, the deep blood,
Like
kind of like the
maroon
maroon,
almost,
like the
yeah.
lampshade, but like a real rich red color.
Yeah. But that's 4 sittings.
Yeah.
Because he did the outline, then he did the top, the middle, the bottom. Then, when I go back in February, we're going to see if he wants to do the red on the face.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't want to do that, we're going to do the pillars on the side
Yeah.
with skulls on the bottom.
Okay. Yeah.
So, either that or if he has another idea or something.
That'll be
I'll go
good.
with that.
Yeah. Well, very nice. I like it.
Yeah. I love
When
it.
are you going back? When's your next trip?
February 8th,
Maybe what day does that fall on?
Friday.
Maybe I'll have to meet you there. I'll bring coffees. There you go. because I would like to really talk to Jamie about my back. I know he's super busy, but
just go in there, lay down an idea with them, and
I have a lot of like ideas. But the thing is, because the shape of the tattoo on my back is an odd shape, so it has to work with whatever design I pick, and everything I pick doesn't seem to work. But I want it completely different than what it is. I don't want it revised and like subtly. I want it to be a drastic change. So
you talking about the tribal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, that's gonna go. It'll be enhanced, and it's gonna get a facelift with more of a face if he's gonna get a face transplant.
It'd be pretty cool. You should do like half sleeves.
I don't know. I like... this is enough arm for me. Like, I was going to do both arms. Actually, there might be a day I would get another one here, but I was originally going to do something like this and like this. But then this was bigger than what I had planned, but I really like it. And I'm like, well, I don't need something here. But if I do something here, it has to be comparable to this. I was like, I would want it to be some sort of symmetry.
She needs to get a tattoo.
You don't have one yet?
I do not.
She's a virgin.
You are a virgin.
My goodness.
Oh, we're going to have to... I'm going to be there when she loses it.
I'm really scared.
Don't be scared. Oh, but get something that's meaningful for you. So this way it's not like, oh, because it's that, or it's a...
Yeah.
Don't just pick something to pick something. Like, all mine means something to me. The reason why I'm changing this one is a story behind why. And I will leave that to when the microphones are off. But yeah, so I'm going to have a change, and I can't wait.
Yeah.
But I'm going to call it, I think, just because it's 10:30. I mean, I'm not going to go to bed anytime soon, but I think we'll still chat, but we're going to reel it in a little bit. This has been a really good show.
Yeah.
It was fun.
This was so much fun. I love him, getting together with you guys. No, don't. That picks up everything. Yeah, we're going to hear all that, Wow.
Rookie mistake.
Well, anyway, you guys are the bomb. I love you.
Thank you for having
I do.
us.
And thanks for coming over.
It was a lot of
problem.
fun.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely, anytime. And we'll be... let me try that again. Take 2. And we'll be seeing you on the Lily Pad.